mash up the place, turn up the bass and make them all have fun. How we ablaze the fire, make it fun. Them we mash up the place, turn up the bass and make some sound. Boy run, and we will end your week just like a Sunday. We mash up the place.
Alrighty guys, we are on our way to go get the resonators taken off so I can have some tips put on. So this should be fun. The only reason I'm actually taking the resonators off though is because the only tips I could find that I actually liked were 12 inches in length. And as a lot of you guys know, the resonator set relatively close to the back of the bumper, and due to the fact that I wasn't willing to compromise for the tips, because you know I want this thing to look good. I don't want to have to go with a shittier pair of tips just because I wanted to keep my resonators. Because in all honesty, I mean, I've got a lot of bass in the car with the two 12-inch subs in the back, so even if there is drone, I don't think I'll hear it that much. So that is what's going on. Meow. After the resonators get taken off and the tips get welded on, what we're actually going to be doing is driving straight over to Owner's Pride, because since I have the vehicle wrapped, which I'll probably show you guys as the tips are getting welded on, I will be I'm gonna be getting it ceramic coated by Owner's Pride here in Omaha, Nebraska, located downtown Millard, on the catty corner of where that little U-Haul is, for those who know downtown Millard and Omaha, Nebraska. You know, the city of Hicks. We eat corn and drink Mountain Dew. So that is what's going on after the tips. And then once the hood comes in, which I'm hoping is sometime within the next few weeks, I haven't actually decided if I want to get the hood wrapped in the same color as the car, or if I actually want to get it wrapped in like a matte black, because since I asked him not to wrap the hood, obviously the hood stayed black and the rest of the car was the color of the wrap, and I actually kind of liked it. So now I'm tossing up that idea. So we'll see. But once that gets done, then it is pretty much complete. I did purchase the set of stealth hood pins from, I think the company was called Pegasus. So we'll see how that works out. I did get them in the carbon fiber look, so it's going to be a little different. So that's where we're at there. And friggin' people driving like asshats. So hopefully I get everything in this video that I want, so you guys can kind of get an update on what's going on with the car. So, census. I freaking love the resonator delete. It actually sounds pretty decent compared to what like other people have claimed. I mean, it's not going to sound like a V8. I don't care how hard you try, unless you actually go in and swap out the whole frickin' motor, you're not gonna get that V8 sound. The only thing you can do is, you know, go through and like get a custom set of true dual pipes if you're not running on, you know, stock set of true dual pipes, and maybe go with a wider diameter. I think stock out the factory, the chargers come with a 2¼ inch diameter. What I was actually planning on going to was maybe a 3-inch diameter from the cat's back. I don't know if that's going to change anything. I think I mean, in my head, theory-wise, it'll change the sound a little bit, but as far as going through and just getting tips put on, have the resonators cut off, it sounds really good. It's got a very throaty sound between idle and about 3,000. After that, it does get a little higher pitched, but I mean, it still sounds relatively decent for, you know, just taking the resonators off. Granted, I mean, I got tips. I don't know how the tips affect it. The tips might affect it. I have no idea. But I friggin' love it. It sounds like a whole new animal. And then on top of that, I do have some intake work done, so that might also be affecting it. But I am over the moon. If you guys can't tell, you probably can, because I keep spouting off about how happy I am. So, if you're looking to do something like that, I would say go for it. But keep the resonators just in case, you know, you get to that point where, you know, maybe you don't like it. So, you know, just keep the resonators just in case. I mean, the shop can always put the resonators back on. That's no big deal. But I'm actually not hearing, with the windows down, I don't hear that much drone coming from it that I mean, I got more wind, which you guys were probably hearing a lot of, which I apologize, but I wanted to hear what the exhaust sounded like with the windows down. So let's roll the windows up and see if that changes anything. I don't know how well the audio is gonna be in the cab, but we shall see. I mean, you can kind of hear it. I mean, it sounds pretty decent. I'm thinking about getting the resonators, since I have the resonators cut off, I'm thinking about going through and maybe getting like a Borla muffler, just a muffler for them to weld on, not like a whole catback exhaust system. I know there's a science wrapped around those damn things, but they're freaking expensive. So what I might do is I might just go through and get like a Borla attack exhaust or a muffler and see how that is. And then once I get to that point, that's where we're gonna go in, and I'm actually going to have a true dual system from the cat's back probably set in. But as far as it goes, I mean, that's a frickin' wrap. Like, almost literally. I'll have to go through and piece this together, and we'll get, you know, shots of the color of the car and everything like that, because I know I haven't gotten very many shots of the actual wrap itself that I got done. And I'm loving that, by the way. I walked into the shop and almost didn't even recognize my damn car because I had forgotten that I had put the SRT bumpers and everything on that. So I mean, walked through the front door and bam, it was friggin' Emerald walked in the room and spiced things up a little bit. I mean, it was nice. And it does look a little purple when the sun doesn't hit it, but when the sun hits it, I mean, it's just wow. And now that we're going to be taking it to owner's pride, it's gonna, that ceramic coating is gonna actually emphasize on the color of the car, so it'll kind of bring out the color a little bit more, so that'll be nice. So that is where we are at now. So hope you guys are enjoying this fun little journey I am encroached upon. The next one is probably gonna be a performance type deal. I'll probably have a lot of small stuff in between that because that's gonna take a little bit of time to save up, but I'm hoping to start focusing a little bit more on performance. I'm not gonna get too crazy. It's not gonna be, I'm not gonna turn my damn car into a freaking race car. I just want a little bit more giddy up and go, so that is what we will do. So got a lovely little Challenger here. Might be somebody from the club. Get back here. And with this frickin' pedal commander, that has been almost mind-blowing how much of a reaction time it actually emphasizes on. Like, it's nuts. I absolutely love that thing. If you have the opportunity to buy one at a slightly cheaper cost than they come from the actual company, I highly recommend it. It is a very fun little toy that, I mean, you don't have to go in, you don't have to tune your car, you don't have to buy a frickin', you know, for the 15 plus chargers, you don't have to go in, you don't have to buy a unlocked PCM. It's just, I mean, all it does is you got it routed through that little opening there, and it plugs in to the actual gas pedal where you just kind of daisy chain it. You pull the plug that's out, and it comes, this guy splits off into two. You plug the one that's in there into this wire, and then you plug the other wire that goes in there into that little dealie. And holy crap, it's got the 4 different modes. It's got Eco, City, Sport, and Sport Plus. I haven't even touched Sport Plus. And within each mode, it's got 4 negative and 4 positive for like different sensitivity settings. So 8 sensitivity settings. All in all, it is absolutely amazing. But we're gonna go inside here to the lovely owner's pride and get the baby ceramic coated.